Hi, so I'm back with another wee video. This is just how I would do my hair and makeup if I was going on a night out. Obviously we're in lockdown right now so I can't, but this is just how I usually get ready for it. So I would start by curling my hair. I use this Bespoke curling wand off Amazon. The barrel's quite thick on it so it's great for creating the big bouncy curls. I start off by using some Beauty Work Heat Protector spray. Just spray that all through my hair and brush it through. Then I start curling the front two sections of my hair. I use two sizes of rollers, one big one and then one smaller one. So I take the smaller sized one and put my two front bits in that, just like I'm doing here, and then I just carefully grip that to the top of my head. So then I start curling the top two shorter layers of my hair. This is my natural hair, there's no extensions in this bit. So I curl the bits on, obviously because they are thicker sections I'm taking, I'm going to just take the two of them and put them up in the larger roller. Then carry that to the top of my head. I prefer rollering my natural hair because I think it gives more of a straighter bouncy curl. Whereas the pin curls I do in my extensions are like a much tighter curl. So I prefer that kind of look. So now for the pin curls, I start with my extensions taking the back top section and then I curl that, drop it, catch it in my hand, and then I roll it up and curve it to the top of my head, curling them in this, letting them cool in the position they've been curled, i.e. doing the pin curls. Make sure curls last so much longer, it makes them so much bouncier as well. The curling wand is up at 200 degrees, but it does go up to 220 degrees. I just like to keep it at the 200 mark. I think any hotter my hair starts getting wee flyaways, so that's not good. Right, so I tried to talk through this bit but you generally can't hear me, so I'm just going to explain it over voiceover because that's probably so much easier. So for the other side of my head, you obviously want to curl away from your face, so you have to curl in the opposite direction, which makes pin curling it a little bit different. So I'm curling it in the opposite direction and then I'm catching it in my hand. I'm just going to stick my finger through the curl. That's how I do it, to catch the curl, then that makes it easier to roll. So then when I did the other side, I rolled them up towards my head. Is that I'm going to show you now? Yeah, so I rolled it up, but you can't do that on this side because it will start to unravel on itself. So this side, to pin it to the head, you want to roll it under, you want to kind of roll it on top of itself and then just grip it in place. And then I'm just doing the exact same thing round that whole side of my head, just curling it away from my face and then rolling these curls under until they're all done. Okay, so now on to makeup. I'm starting with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. How cute is this? My boyfriend bought me all different types of flavours of Carmex because he knows it's my favourite thing ever. So you just can't do your makeup without putting Carmex on first. You can't do anything without putting Carmex on first, to be fair. So I'm putting on a little bit of Carmex. That's the Sugar Plum one. Oh my god, it tastes amazing. Then for foundation, I'm mixing the NARS Natural Radiance Foundation, the Mascara Liquid Silk, and the MAC Studio Fix one. Just in a cocktail and putting this all over my face. I know it's a bit dark for my actual face, but it matches my neck and body because I've got tan on, even though my tan is oh my god, the worst ever right now. But yeah, so I'm just putting that on with a foundation brush and then blend it in with my beauty blender. The Mascara one is so good for a night out, and the NARS one's just my favourite anyway, and I like the MAC one for the kind of more yellowy tone it has, so I just like to mix them all together. The Mascara one is super full coverage though, so it's better just to mix it with a foundation or use it for a night out. It's too heavy duty for everyday wear. For concealer, I'm going in with the shade Cafe Con Leche in the NARS Creamy Concealer. For nights out, I usually like to use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade True Beige, which I used in my last video and I had so many questions about it. That's what shade it is. It's really good because it's quite yellowy tone, so it matches your tan really well. But I just thought this foundation was a bit too dark for me, so I wanted to use a lighter concealer to lighten up a little bit, so that's why I went for this one. But the NARS concealer is honestly so good as well. It's more full coverage than the NYX one. Just the colours in the NYX one are better, I think. the NARS ones are quite neutral. I'm just going to powder my skin using the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder, just in a big fluffy brush. If you've got textured skin or like acne or whatever kind of skin problems, this powder is unreal because it's got like a smoothing effect. It just makes everything look super smooth. Like, honestly, it is amazing. I can't recommend it enough. So I know this is a controversial way of doing things, but I prefer doing my skin makeup before I do my eyebrows. So because of that, sometimes powder or foundation can get stuck in your eyebrows, so I just take the wet side of the beauty blender that I've not used and I go over my eyebrows just to remove any excess product. Then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in chocolate and a Zoeva angled brush, and then just fill in my brows as usual. I like to squeeze the Zoeva angled brush with the product on it with my fingers. That just warms it up and makes the bristles like really thin and fine, so you can draw like really sharp, precise lines, and it's good for like mimicking brow hair at the front of your brows as well. Then just moving on to eyes, I'm going to take this Doll Beauty palette and taking the shades Choco Drop and Banana Shake just on a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to run that through my crease, just quite blown out. Then on a smaller fluffy brush, I'm just going to take this warm brown shade from the palette. I'm sure it's called Sugar Spice, and then I'm just run that through my crease again. Just on that same brush, I'm taking the shade Mud Pie from the palette, which is like a medium brown, and then running that through my crease again, just to add more depth. Then taking the darkest brown from the palette on a little packer brush, I'm just going to pack this in the outer corner of my eye and then blend into the crease a little bit as well. Finally, just taking all the brushes I've used and giving my crease a good blend, just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. For the lid, I'm just going to take this Illamasqua Liquid Metal Cream Eyeshadow. I honestly think these are discontinued now. I cannot find them anywhere, and they're my favourite things ever in my kit. But literally just a liquid highlighter would do, or a goldy kind of liquid eyeshadow. This is just kind of like a coppery gold colour, just as a tacky base for when you put the glitter pigment down, so there's not much fallout, and it gives a nice sheen just under the glitter pigment as well. So then for the pigment, I'm going to use Doll Beauty pigment in the shade Humbug. This actually comes in the palette along with another glitter pigment called Bonbon, which is like a goldy pink glitter. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. If you like it in Peaches and Cream Gatsby, this is quite similar to it because it's got the same level of glitter, but it's just kind of a different tone. This is a lighter gold, I would say. So yeah, just popping that all over the lid. And I'm going to do some black winged liner using the Maybelline matte liquid liner. The matte one is so much better than the satin one. It looks so much better. It's darker. Just get the matte one if you can. It's amazing. If you're struggling to do winged liner, I would suggest looking down into a mirror. It makes it so much easier to see where you're placing it, so you don't make as many mistakes. So then I'm going to go in with mascara. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. This is literally the best mascara ever. Like, the best. Like, I don't have really long lashes naturally, but this is amazing. Like, it makes them so long. Underneath my eyes, I'm just going to mix Choco Drop and Mud Pie. Just run that under my lower lash line and put some bottom lash mascara on. Then I'm going to go in with lashes. Any night out I go on, I always wear the Sosu Paris eyelashes. Are just my personal favourites. You get them out of Primark. They're the ones in the gold package, but the last time I went to Primark to buy these, they only had the ones in the silver packet. So I honestly, see if they're discontinued, my heart will break because I just love them so much. Then I'm going to go in with Benefit Give Me Brow just to fluff my brows up a little bit. Okay, and then the last step for my eyes is I'm going to take the black from the Doll Beauty palette on a little pencil brush, and I'm going to connect the wing to where I've stopped the cut crease, where I've stopped the glitter. This just gives your eyes like a more wound out shape, and it makes your crease look a little bit deeper set. So I just put a little bit of black just in a straight line going up, and then I blend it out with a small fluffy brush. Next I'm just going to take my MAC Dark Tan bronzer on a big fluffy brush, and then just run this on my cheekbones, my forehead and along my jaw, and then just take a smaller angled brush to do my nose contour. For blush I'm going in with the Bella Pierre blushing palette, and I'm just taking the peachy kind of shade out of that and just running that on my cheeks. Then for highlighter I'm using the Ofra Rodeo Drive. Just to finish off, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finishing Powder and running that under my eyes just to get rid of any fallout that maybe have been there from the glitter. Just running that under my contour as well, just to make sure it's nice and clean. Finally for lips, I'm going in with the MAC Peach Stock Lipstick. I go in with the lipstick first because when I use the Rimmel Cappuccino liner, I think it's just a bit too dark to go in with first. So if I use the lipstick first, it makes the lip liner a bit lighter and less like intense. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take the Peaches and Cream Bambi lip gloss and finish off with that. When I'm going out, I like to have like my collarbones and my shoulders looking as glowy as my face, so I like to take this Cocoa Brown Golden Goddess. It's a dry oil, but it's really comfortable to wear. Like, it doesn't feel oily on your skin, it doesn't get like caught on your hair or anything. So I put that on a dense foundation brush and just blend it into my chest to make everything nice and shiny. Then by the time I finish my makeup, my pin curls have usually set. Obviously you can leave them longer than this, like sometimes I do them overnight if I've got somewhere to be in the morning, or I just fire them in and then take them out straight away. You don't have to leave them to set for any lengthy time. I just usually like to do them and then do my makeup, and then by that time they're totally fine. So I just take the Kirby grips out of them and give each one a good brush. Then I take the rollers out and then brush my hair all together, and that should be all done. As you can see, when these curls come out, they are like nice and big and bouncy. They look like you've had like a professional blow dry and they've literally just taken you 10 minutes to do in the house. They're so easy to do and they last so well. Like, they're good for a night out because they do last you. They don't fall out or go straight or anything like that.
Always stay when the night is done. You got the kind of thing I should run from, but that's the reason why it's so fun. I always come.
So once everything's out, I just brush my hair into my parting. Like, as you can see, I'm struggling to find it. I just had to go with it in the end because I can get it straight. And then I just give my hair a good brush, and that is it all done. Thank you so much for watching this wee video. I hope you really enjoyed it and learned like a few wee tips and tricks. If you want to see anything else, like, literally just DM me on Instagram. We're in lockdown right now. I don't have anything better to be doing. I just want to play a bit of makeup since I can't do everyone else's. So just let me know what kind of things you like to see and if you are enjoying these wee videos. And I'll definitely see you in the next one. Bye!